Have you ever said to yourself, I wonder what it would be like to control the elements? Well, if you've ever had such a power fantasy, you can find out what it is like here in Storm. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and today we will be checking out Storm. This is an atmospheric puzzle game in which you use the elements of rain, lightning, and water to move a seed throughout the environment. So I'll be showing you some gameplay here as well as giving you my general thoughts and impressions. And we're going to start with our brand new game because this is a puzzle game. I don't want to show you too late in the experience so as not to spoil much of it for you. I just want to give you guys a basic introduction here to what the game is all about. So we're starting off with the very first level, day one in spring, and this is the most basic of introductions. We're using, again, the elements to move a seed. You can see right here. The objective of each level is to guide a seed from its tree over fertile soil by using the elements. So we're going to start off here with the element of wind, and I can use this wind to direct the seed towards this hill. And you're going to notice we're going to be presented with tips here because we are playing through the normal campaign mode. But since I know about all these things, I'll probably just skip right over them. So that was really simple. Yeah, it starts off quite simple as we just get introduced to the mechanics. Now the wind, you can point in a direction. You can't have it go up. You'll notice my mouse cursor is going all the way up here, but it can only go horizontal to the starting position, and then below itself essentially is the only way you can direct the wind. But of course, if you start the wind higher up here, then you can do it at that angle, for example, and wind would blow right over there. And so there we go. Quite simple. First level, we got the seed from point A to point B, and every time you go over fertile land, it's going to plant a new tree, which then becomes the new origin of your seed. Now with the different elements, you'll also have different charges. You acquire new charges by picking up these sort of little boost as you go throughout each one of the levels. We got one of those right down over here. So I'm going to go ahead and direct the wind to take the seed, push it across here, and then it'll go down over there. Now, unfortunately, it is stuck in that little cave area, and that is a location in which we cannot summon wind. So we have to actually summon wind outside of the cave to blow down and hopefully get the right angle to push itself right across, making a way over to the next thing. Okay, so now I've earned an extra charge for the wind, so now I can have 2 wind gusts going at any given time. You'll notice that little charge up there, and there's also a recharge timer after you use one. So I will activate one here. We'll get that seed to about halfway, and then I will activate the second one there. And it actually recharged before I needed the second one, hilariously enough. You can snack them on top of each other for a stronger gust. That's an option as well. And as we get introduced to the elements, that's also the case. And well, actually, I think we're going to be introduced to the next element here, which is rain. Yes, we are, in fact, being introduced to rain right here. So the rainwater, just like the wind, you can also use the rain to get a seed out of a tree and get it moving along its path here. And then also, the most basic and fundamental concept is the notion of being able to fill up little valleys and then use that water to push a seed over the edge. And if we do it just once, it's not going to fill up quite as much, but a second thing of rain will get just enough on over. And then if we do 2 rains at the same time, you actually get a stronger current from it. So we're going to go ahead and drop 2 rainstorms right now, which hopefully will fill this up nice and quick and give it just enough of a push to move over the edge. Now again, we're starting off, this is all very, very simple, and I'm sure you're looking at this and going like, Force, this is... Some of you will probably say, Force, this looks kind of dumb, but it gets much more complex as we progress throughout the game here. But again, I just wanted to introduce you to the basic concepts like the game would as well. And we'll, throughout the towards the end of this video, we'll get to a level that actually took some time and a bit of thought on my behalf, if you will. Okay, so we're going to get that seed right on over there. And then we will do a double rain gust in just a moment once that recharges. We're going to drop a double rain gust to get lots of rainwater going there. And the goal here is just to get that seed onto that second thing, and then we can do it one more time. No doubt, starts off very slow-paced. I think this is something that they actually could have sped up this learning process a little bit more. Because it starts off just so simplistic. So we've gotten the first seed here to this first location, and this is actually one of the first instances in which we'll have to backtrack. The first thing we need to do is get the seed down over here to acquire our next ability, though, because we started off with just the rain, and we need to push on over there to the side so that we can pick up the wind finally. And we're also learning about the ability to make your seed reappear. So if you ever get your seed stuck in a position, you're able to hold left control and have it reappear at the last tree that you were at. So I now have wind, and if we scroll over to the left here, you'll notice I need to get back to this this fertile soil plot. So how I'm going to do that is I will fill this up here to get those logs floating, and then I'm going to do the wind. Oh no, there we go. I want the wind to be going here. And then we'll go one more time with this, and then we'll get the wind to go. Oh no, come on, fill yourself up there. There you go. All right, wonderful. And then we just need to bring a few more wind gusts to get this bad boy rolling down to the other side and complete the level. How fantastic. We're currently looking at adventure mode. This game has 2 additional modes as well. There's also a free mode and a spirit mode. Now in free mode, you go through without any of this tutorial stuff, and it's a time thing. You're trying to complete the level as quick as possible. In spirit mode, there's actually spirits that you have to use your seed to collect that will be scattered throughout the level that require a little bit more than just getting to the plot. It actually requires you to maneuver your seed with all different things. Okay, so now we're being introduced to the bubbles. Bubbles are a mechanic. Well, you'll notice in certain spots there are small little bubbles coming up. Well, then what will happen is that if we fill that location with rainwater, physical bubbles will form that can actually pick up the seed. And then we're also going to grab the wind power up here, which will then let me push it on over to the first soil plot right there. Okay, so we've got another area with bubbles. So what we will do is we will use the wind to knock the seed down. We will fill that up with some water. Bubble will pick up the seed, and then once again we can just push it right on over like this. And once the bubble hits a physical object or the top of the screen here, then it will burst. And how we need to get our thing over there, and we've got 2 rainwaters capable, so we're gonna do a double rainwater, fill up quick, get a nice little bit of inertia there, and then we're gonna actually do wind in this direction, try to get it over to the edge, and then wind once more back over here. Oh, that wasn't enough. That was a fail. Oh well, we'll do, we'll be fine here. Rainwater needs to get on over there. Oh, that wasn't enough rainwater to fill it up. Well, how obnoxious. Let's do that one more time here. Double rainwater, fill it up, and then we go wind, push it over. That actually wasn't enough again. Oh God. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Double rainwater, fill up the seed. This is just failure on my part. Of course we could tell that. I know. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna happen again. Well, I kind of want to punch myself right now. I know it's horrible, but this is infuriating. I gotta wait for this stupid cooldown every single time. Okay, there we go, bubble. Make sure we get the wind properly timed this time. And that was much better. If you fall the wrong way, I swear, I'm not gonna risk it. We're just gonna go with the wind again. I was about to drop rain, and could you imagine if that had gone back over the edge? I would have literally probably punched myself at that point. All right, so we're going to now be introduced to the next major mechanic, which is lightning, and this is where things really start to get interesting here. With the lightning, we're able to actually have a seed jump, and there's also environmental things that we can interact with, but we're not quite there yet. So we're going to start off here. Why don't we drop some wind, get that seed going, and then lightning for a little boost there for the seed. And then it gets to the fertile soil, it lights itself up, and what we will want to do next is we want to just go ahead and go over here. Now notice the rumbling rocks here. So there are certain locations, there are certain environmental areas that you can interact with. Basically, wherever there's a rumbling rock, you're able to call down a lightning strike and break those rocks. And you can continue to do lightning strikes to break it even further, but I don't want to do that at this point because I need to actually get myself across to the other side. So the next thing we'll do is we'll call down some lightning strikes to break through this here. Just like that. And then we need to get ourselves across, but I need to pick up that rain thing first before I'm actually going to be able to... So we're going to call down some rain here. Call down another bit of rain. And I don't know if we should have enough there. Now we got to push the wind across. And there we go. Just like that. So now we've got the 3 elements in place. These are the 3 functioning things that the 3... I can't even find the proper terminology that I'm looking for. They're just the 3 elements. I guess it's as simple as that. These are the 3 elements that we're going to use throughout the course of this game. And if you're wondering in terms of length and levels and things like that, you've seen how far we've gotten so far. This game currently has a total of 49 levels, and you actually move through the seasons with this. So we're starting off here in spring, and then you move yourself to the summer, autumn, and then eventually the winter as well. All right, so we've got ourselves a new seed here that we have to get down with. This is the heavy seed, which cannot float, so we have to keep that in mind in our actions here. We've got a seed now that does not float. So we're going to do the wind over here. We're going to do the rain to lift up that log, get the seed beneath, and then the seed will be now on top of here. Now, seed does not float by itself, but it does float on logs. So since we've got logs here, we're going to call down a rainstorm, which will bring that seed up. And then some wind to push it over into the land plot. Wonderful. You know, the one thing that's funny, though, I mean, I guess I understand the mechanic, but if we're dealing with a heavy seed that doesn't float, would wind blow it? Interesting. Interesting things to consider. Okay, so we've got some rain here that we're going to call. We're going to hopefully push this seed up and over, and then get the wind to continue it along its journey. So, as you can probably tell by now, this isn't a terribly complicated game in terms. You don't need like crazy micro skills or anything like that to be able to get through this game. It's a relaxing puzzle game. And I know that that's not normally the type of thing that I show here on the channel, but you know, it's something different. It's not a bad idea to look at something different from time to time. We don't always have to just be exposed to the same thing over and over again, do we? Variety is the spice of life, after all. Alright, so we've gotten the seed on over. So now at this point, now that we've been introduced to the 3 elements, this is where things will start to get a little more complex. So now we've got a floated seed up here, and I need to then get myself all across this way. And drop the seed down right into this location. Then we're going to call down the rain, get these bubbles. Now I'm able to do this quickly without thinking much because I've already gone through this. But the first time I had to think, okay, so we got the bubbles over there. We got to go in that direction. All right, I see. And it took a few tries. I mean, you saw my super fail not too long ago, so. Spring day 9, we're now introduced to these little thorn bushes, which can be problematic because they actually destroy the seeds and force it to go back to the start. So we'll call some rain water down here, push this bad boy over, then we got lightning. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so there you go. That's exactly what can happen. A little bit of graphical glitch too. I noticed that the first time I hit those thorns. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but you know. It is what it is. All right. So I don't know that I need to show you guys a ton more of this. We'll move through the 4 seasons. The game gets more complex as you progress throughout it. This one puzzle here took me a little bit of a while. I didn't actually initially realize that that thing was there. So, oh no, the seed. Don't drop down, please, for the love of God. We'll let that water recede. Blow it over. And we're gonna do 1 thing of rain. 1 thing of rain to lift this up. Actually, 2 things of rain. And then we call down the rocks, and the rocks should be going underneath, and then we keep calling the rain here. There we go. Come on. I need you to stop failing, please. There we go. Wonderful. And then we're able to get across, just like that. Okay, well, I guess that'll do it. Nice relaxing ending to a very relaxing game. Once again, guys, this has been Force checking out Storm, the atmospheric puzzle game in which you use elements to move a seed throughout the environment. Certainly not a game for everyone, but if you're looking for a relaxing afternoon and solving some puzzles and figuring things out, it might be worth checking this game out. 49 levels in total as you move throughout the spring to the winter. There are 3 modes, Adventure, Free, and Spirit. And actually, why don't I'd like to at least show you one of those additional modes. Keep in mind, too, again, we went through the tutorial there. Things get a lot harder. Let me just do this. Let me just do this level here. I want to see if I can remember. I want to see if I can remember how to do this one. I don't want to give you the impression that it's just super easy and boring, because it does get more complex. As I continue to play this game, I got to some puzzles. I was like, I'm probably not going to show that on camera, because I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet. So, okay, so this one here, we've got bubbles coming up. And then, we have lightning and rain right now. So I'm going to do rain here, and then we're going to do lightning to get this thing down. And then I like to just call lightning and hopefully bounce this thing over into I missed the bubble, okay. Let's try that again. Rainwater. No, wrong way, buddy. It needs to fall into, okay, wonderful. And then we pick up the wind, which is what we need, and then we'll call this thing, I think we go this way to get that. Come on, for the love of God. Oh, jeez. Well, at least I got the second wind. I got the second wind there, so that should allow me to continue to push my way across here. So let's go wind first, this way. Wind it across, yep. No! No! Maybe we should just do lightning across. I think the lightning is the good one to do. Come on into there. There you go. And then I can do probably wind right here. And then wind right here. Go all the way, yes. And then I break these rocks. I can't break these rocks. I need to get to that. I need to get to that to break these rocks. Can I wind this guy across here? There we go. Don't go all the way, please. You're fine where you are. Okay, so I'm gonna push him over now. Gonna get this water going. I guess I'll just wind him back. And now, you need double lightning to be able to break rocks. That's why I wasn't able to do that before. And then we can go water, water. The seed floats, but he is not floating on the right side. So let me push him to this side. And then go water, water. There we go. And then there's bubbles right there. So, okay, and then I think I need to get back over there too. I wonder how I'm gonna do that. Well, first order business, shucks, it's not that, it's this. No, no, you want... One thing about this game is you just can get frustrated if the seed bounces the wrong... I mean, it's my fault. It's my fault the seed bounced in the wrong place, but anyways. Okay, so I guess the point is, yes, the puzzles do get more difficult and complex. At this point, I just need to take the air bubbles, float over there, and then... I know what I need to do, I'm just failing at doing it. I need to take the air bubbles, float over there to get that, and then I can take an air bubble to go across, and then I'll need to go through there, and then up there. I can do that totally, but before we wrap up this video, I do just quickly want to show you one more thing. And that is the spirit mode. So free mode is the same as adventure mode, except there's no tutorial. You just move throughout. And while moving throughout, there's a timer, so you're just trying to complete the level as quick as possible. In spirit mode, however, things are really mixed up a bit. Let me show you one of the later ones. Let's go to, I guess let's go to day 8. So it's the same level layout, however, you have to unlock the spirits, and then you need to collect said spirits. So the spirit unlock is right up here. So I need to get up to there, unlock the spirits, and then spirits will appear all over the map, and then I need to try to collect those. So let's do that. What do we start off with here? We start off with wind. Okay, so we get wind, and then we get lightning to break that. Trying to remember, okay, this one was pretty simple, so we just gotta get across here. Okay, so we gotta do lightning at the right time, there we go. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, you're fine, you're fine. Lightning, there we go. And wonderful. Lightning to go to there. Okay, so we've got our first treat. Our seed's gonna do that. And then we can do wind. Okay, and then the bubbles will pick him up. And, oh no, you're gonna break, aren't you? Ah, damn it. I hate you. Let's try that again. That first bubble was just a little bit off the mark there. Okay, so we get to the spirit thing, and then this is where things change. So we get here, and now we've unlocked the spirits. So now we have to try to collect all of these spirits. And the goal is to do it quickly, too. You can see there's a timer right there. I'm running out of time already. So I need to try to collect these spirits now. So we're gonna go wind at this point. No! So I'm not going to complete this. So yeah, beyond the actual level difficulty, these modes can make things much more difficult as well. I mean, I just failed spirit mode. I'm supposed to collect all of these. It's just that I missed that. I mean, if I were to just redo it, you can do a try again here and start over. I just need to hit the proper wind gust is basically what it comes down to there. So perfectly doable. I just didn't do it. All right, guys, that'll do it here. Once again, Force checking out Storm. You can pick up this game. It's available for $9.99. And there's also, if you buy it for the PC on Steam, there's a 25% discount lasting until July the 4th, which drops it down to $7.49. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll keep up more coverage of new and upcoming games here on the channel throughout the course of the week. Wanted to start off with something nice and relaxing this week, and that game was Storm. All right, if you like the content, please subscribe, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.